Good morning, church. Have you ever went out to eat and had to order a bacon cheeseburger without the bacon? Well, that's just an example of still being able to enjoy your life without compromising your faith. Now, usually when somebody asks me about my religion, it goes something like, "Hey man, do you wanna go up to the mall on Saturday?" "No, I can't. It's a Sabbath. I'm going to church." Church? On a Saturday? Yeah, but hey yo, come listen to this dude talking about some church on a Saturday. Church on a Saturday? Yeah, I know, but then nah, bro, you can have all that. Hey, I'm about to order some pizza. What toppings do you want? Just give me some cheese. All right, cheese and some bacon bits, please. No. I don't want any bacon. You say you don't want any bacon? Yeah, it's unclean. We don't eat unclean food in my religion. What you're saying is if I was a Seventh-day Adventist, I'd have to give up bacon? Well, you give up bacon? Yeah, I understand that, but nah, bro, you can have all that. You see, a lot of times we look at the things we do as Christians as giving up for God or sacrificing for God. That's not it at all. I mean, God isn't some big guy in the sky who just like wants to take all the fun out of your life. Like, no, don't do that because it's sinful. Don't do that because it's wrong. In fact, God, he just wants to help us enjoy our lives by showing us how to better our lives. He's really a nice guy if you think about it. Now, I know a lot of people are still like, oh, but we do sacrifice. Let me give you an example. Now, 1 strip of bacon has 190 milligrams of sodium and a ton of calories, half of which are saturated. Now, the amount of saturated fat in bacon explains why 1 ounce contains 30 milligrams of cholesterol. This then leads to a high risk of stroke and or developing heart disease. In other words, bacon is death. So if someone were to give up bacon for God, are they really giving up anything of value? I don't even think they could bacon in oil. Personally, I believe they could bacon in liquefied death. Whew, it is getting hot in here. But Carter, how does that relate to Daniel? In case you didn't know, Daniel did go to Burger King and he was faced with eating bacon. Oh, Daniel didn't go to Burger King? Oh, I'll just pull out the Bible to prove this to you. Daniel chapter 1 verses 8. But Daniel purposed his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, Burger King, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Daniel continued to do these things throughout his life. He never compromised his faith. He didn't eat the king's food. He didn't pray to the king's idols. He didn't even stop praying to his God when his life was threatened. Daniel's principles can be applied to every aspect of our lives. There are things in our lives that are so sugar-coated by the devil that they seem like they're good for us, but they're really not. And then when God tells us we shouldn't do that, we're all, oh God, no, you're trying to take the fun out of my life. See, God is like your grandma. Your grandma knows what's good for you, but you don't know what's good for you. You know, everybody has that grandma, the one who was like, hey, don't do that. And you're like, grandma doesn't know what she's talking about. You ain't gonna do it anyways. And then everything goes wrong and you come running back to grandma and your grandma's like, I told you not to do that. I knew the consequences. In your relationship with God and any relationship at all, it's all about trust. You just gotta know that he knows what he's talking about. The key to happiness in life is just to never compromise your faith. Through Daniel, God taught us how to stand out from the crowd. He taught us how to be individuals, or as I like to call us, thugs for Jesus. Have you ever realized how thugs will stand by their beliefs and refuse to conform to society? Society says wear one chain, they wear 12. Society says your rim should be a certain size, they buy bigger wheels to fit bigger rims. You see, they're Daniels in their own way. Hey homie, you trying to turn that music down? We trying to sleep. Nah, bro. Now take those principles and apply them to a Christian. Hey homie, you trying to play some ball on Saturday? Trying to get active. Nah, bruh. I'm gonna be hanging with my homie Jay Crizzy. It's all about the principles we can learn from Daniel. You don't have to follow the crowd if it means diverting from God. You don't have to go to that game on a Friday night. The scores are gonna be the same in the end. You don't have to eat what everybody else is having. There are alternatives. And if not, the human body can go 21 days without food. For my adults, you don't have to run those errands after sunset on a Friday. You had 6 whole days to do that. You can wait till Sunday. Sometimes when you're a Christian, you're gonna feel alone because everybody else is in their own crowd and you're gonna be by yourself. But you just gotta remember that there's always someone in your corner. My homie Jay Crizzy, he's always over there just rooting for you like, hey, you know what, forget them. Forget that they can have the bacon, they can have the sin. We're gonna stay over here and be happy. So my message to you in a nutshell, don't compromise your faith. You go out there and you be an individual. You be a thug for Jesus. Go be a Daniel.